What up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Pulling These podcast, where we take a trip to Smack City and talk about some pop culture right afterwards. I'm your host, Big L. With me, as always,
It is I, Fred Diablo.
It's teacher Ernie B.
oh yeah. So,
DJ sounds.
fellow listeners, this is like a take two of an old episode that we did.
Well,
We're
we
all
streamed
together in
it
person.
last time.
Oh,
Oh,
we
yeah?
did stream it. So,
Yeah.
for those who watch the stream, this might be old news, but to the people that only listen to the podcast, this is gonna be all new for you, baby. And we're going to start off with our review of Doctor Strange into the multiverse of madness.
Oh, slam diggity.
All right, I got to say, off the bat, I enjoyed it more than No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been one of the top Marvel movies that came out so far this year for me.
I will go
enjoyed
next, and I will say that I loved it as well. And I think we all unanimously love this movie, so I guess we could skip Ernie's opinion about this, right?
Ernie's
No,
opinion.
no. So for those that so when we first watched the movie,
Mhm.
I was on the level of I think I hated this movie because it was very fan service for comic
fans.
book lovers. Yeah, Marvel comic book fans.
Yeah.
I'm not a comic book guy, so I didn't really get the references, get the the Easter eggs, you know what I mean? I didn't understand them. So but so in a weird way, now that I had time to think about it, I almost give it a low. I still don't hate it, but I give it a lower score than I did before. Before it was a 6.5. I think it got down to like a 5.
5. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I can't you know what I mean. Like I said, it's it was. I am not on that level of of fanatic of the comics and relate. It didn't relate to me. Like I didn't get it. So it's not that I wanted to hate it or I don't feel good about hating it or not liking it. Like I don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like, oh fuck this. This was whack. Nah, fuck that. I hate it. It was not that. It's more like I wanted to like it. Yeah. And it was disappointing, but in the sense that it was my fault that it's disappointing, not the movie's fault. Which I know a lot of people
took this.
No, I mean you know how people took this idea that oh they changed this and I didn't whatever it is that they think that they know about the comics or whatever. I'm on the level of I had no idea that this meant this because I have no idea about the comics. So it's just in a way it's if I knew about it I know I would have loved it, but I didn't. So it was just oh okay, it was just whatever to me. That's why I'm that's why I say 5, because it's not bad, but it's not good. It's right in the middle.
I can see the issues that most people have, because this is very this is the first Marvel movie that's really, really if you're not reading the comics, you're gonna be lost. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not even if you've seen WandaVision, because you probably still would be all right if you haven't seen WandaVision. But if you're not really into the comics, especially Doctor Strange and the whole Illuminati stuff, it's gonna have you be it's gonna have you confused. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie wasn't really friendly to the casual MCU fan. It was more this is what's coming up. This is gonna be the big bad. This is where we're gonna lead into, and everybody else is gonna be because a lot of people online are saying Phase 4 is directionless.
Directional.
Oh, we're smacked right now. So these big words can be difficult to pronounce.
Yeah.
Directional.
Sometimes the words I can't speak them good.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about. But it's they don't know where the MCU's heading, because they haven't really get into the read the comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So especially like on TikTok, you see most of these people are like MCU fans and comic fans, but they're saying shit like, "Oh, the Secret Wars is like a multiversal civil war," and I'm like, "No, that's not what Secret Wars was about." Like, it was way more complex than that.
Yeah.
But they don't know any better because they're not really into the comics like that. So they're setting all this stuff up, and people are just like, "What the fuck's going on? Like, where is this headed to?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was like
it was
yeah, I
kind
think
of for me.
take for instance, right? So like being super new to to this idea, or like new to Doctor Strange. I still haven't even finished watching the first Doctor Strange movie. So
Oh.
like yeah, so like but like I felt like it didn't really, like, I don't know, from what I know, you could tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. But it didn't really like, you know what I mean? I knew the basics, like Rachel McAdams or whatever is whatever and this and that. Like I knew that stuff, but it was just like I don't think I needed to watch part one to like really understand anything in part two, except for the whole Christine thing with Rich McAdams, whatever. So, but like, take for instance, right? So, like, I was expecting to see like crazy multiverses or anything. They only really showed one, and then the ones that they showed were like so fast that I couldn't really keep up, and it was kind of like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, but it was like not enough. And then with the Illuminati, like it was like, whoa, they killed them off right away. Spoilers. It's like 3 weeks later, but whatever.
Yeah, like almost 3 weeks, so you're good.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like they all got killed off, and I kind of felt like, what I mean? We talked about this in the last podcast, where it's like right away I was like, yo, they just killed all hope for like new, fantastic. Like I felt like they killed X-Men, they killed Fantastic Four, like that's it. But like it wasn't until like afterwards I was like, oh yeah, I'm stupid. It's multiverses. That's just that one universe or whatever.
One version of it.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. But like but still, like that feeling that I had made me feel like, what the fuck? Like why, And then we talked about it in the last podcast. At that same time, the fucking waiter was not getting my food, and they were, like it was a lot of shit. I was hangry. So there's a lot of like feelings, a lot of like,
Hey, here's your second order of chicken.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I told the guy, where's my chicken? The guy ordered another one for me.
Oh, because you asked him where was the chicken?
Yeah, because I was like, hey, I ordered chicken fingers and it hasn't shown up. He's like, so I see him write him down. He's like, okay, I'll be back. And I was like, I think he just gave me another order. And then like the girl came, I was like,
you being a little too overeager for your chicken tenders or chicken.
It took forever.
Waited and like they bring you 2 orders, right?
No, it took forever.
I was too busy gasping.
You guys got all your food. You guys got all your food. Everyone else got their food. Like I felt like I was the last person.
Yeah, he got his shit, man.
I was like, damn, you still haven't got your food yet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here wiping my mouth and shit. Like, oh damn, Ernie, you still here?
Yeah. When Ernie's second plate came, I was like, God damn, Ernie, calm down.
I got to catch up. I'm hangry.
I don't understand this movie.
What the fuck's an incursion?
Oh man. No, but I feel your pain about this movie though.
Yeah, like it was just, it, like I said, it's just from a casual fan's perspective. It wasn't,
No, I totally agree. It wasn't friendly for the casual.
Yeah, not casual friendly.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the good things about this movie and get this negative energy out of here.
Yeah, let's get. So Ernie's gonna be quiet for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, I just drink and massage my arm.
Give your arm a erotic massage.
It's crazy how the disclosure you can't even be civil anymore on like social media with like the movies and stuff because people are like, oh, how dare you not like this movie? This is the greatest movie. Sam Raimi.
A lot of people are mad about this.
Huh?
A lot of people are mad about this movie. I'm hearing a lot of negative things about it.
Yeah, it's been one of the most decisive Marvel film since what, the Eternals.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think the Eternals were pretty decisive.
Yeah.
I mean, there was certain good parts of the Eternals that I liked. It was just like it was too much. It was too
Yeah.
much
Too much for not enough
for
time.
characters that are not really that heavy hitters. Like even for the comic book fans, you're like the Eternals, really? Like you think
Honestly,
these
I
are-
would say Eternals is less newbie friendly than Doctor Strange.
you think so?
Yeah. Because, like, Doctor
Nah,
Strange 2, you could just, like, excuse everything for, like, magical shit. You know?
I think with the Eternals was so my perspective with Eternals was like I knew nothing about it, and I was like open minded to it, but like it from what I got about it, it was so it was like 3 hours long too, so it was like a long
yeah,
ass
long
movie.
ass movie.
But it was just so much information stuffed into 3 hours because of the fact that this is the story was saying that this has been going on forever. So it's like out of nowhere this comes out. Like this doesn't make sense. It would have made sense if this was something they planted like day one,
Yeah.
and then it built up. Because any like if there was like Easter eggs that of course I wouldn't know, but like the comic book fans would know, they would be like, oh, are they setting up Eternals? Like that type of shit. Like when you saw like Iron Man 1, you know what I mean? You'd be like, oh shit, the Eternals are, like that little thing was something of like fucking Icarus or some shit. So like it keeps that like little seed that planted in your head that you thought like, oh shit, this is gonna build up to this. But it was just such a new concept that was on the level of like this was here this whole time, and I have to explain why we weren't involved in this and that, and it was just so it's just kind of like this is just ridiculous.
I think I think the whole internal things was that they were supposed to be the Inhumans. I think that's the only reason why
Yeah.
it didn't. Because the Inhumans would have made a little more sense. It would have been more like okay, because it's like oh they're a hidden city. They're hiding from us, so they don't want to get involved with anything we're doing. You know what I mean? So they're in their own world. But since they fucked up the TV show, because they couldn't, the TV division of Marvel at the time couldn't wait to have an Inhumans movie, so they fucked it up
Hmm.
and just gave us a subpar TV show with a cheap budget.
Very low budget.
These people weren't even used. Like Medusa gets her head shaven in the first episode. Like
Every time
it
her
was
hair moves, you hear, like, the producers in the background screaming, like, ow, the budget!
the budget.
Ow, my budget!
Yeah.
Ow!
Shout out that one of the great things I loved about Doctor Strange too was that they brought back the actor who played Black Bolt from the TV show, from the
That was cool.
horrible TV show, gave him a comic accurate costume and actually have him do some cool shit.
Yeah.
Like he was the one that killed his universe's Doctor Strange because he went to the dark side, and that was a dope ass scene. And that was like one of the. It just shows you the potential that Black Bolt has as a character,
Hell yeah.
but they messed it up earlier. That now it being redeemed is great because now you have a chance to tell future storylines with this character. And now with the multiverse, you'd be like, "Oh, that was a different universe. TV show was on.
Yeah.
Like I was in the main Marvel universe."
That's probably the same
Which is
Black
great.
Bolt from the show.
Yeah,
He's probably from that same
which is
universe.
which is great too because with Secret Wars, you could like bring in shit that worked in those other universes. Like you could bring in Agents of Shield into the main MCU canon because they are fans of that show. But now with Marvel controlling everything, like Kevin Feige controlling everything, they could have a more connected tree with each other. Like it wouldn't be like it was before. The only time like Agents of Shield mentioned MCU is when a movie dropped. And to show you how much they didn't see eye to eye, they for the first season of Agents of Shield, it was like the year that Captain America Winter Soldier came out, which was like, oh, Shield was just a front for Hydra.
Oh yeah.
They had to like change everything around for the show to be connected to the movies. And after a while, they just stopped trying to catch up with the movies and did their own thing on the show. But now with the multiverse, they could bring that into the main MCU now if they want to.
Everything counts, and the shit that doesn't work could still be there, but also be fodder for like
you kill it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the people you sacrifice during like the cool fights and shit. You see them die or whatever.
Now you have opportunity to get a better version of that character now. Because you're like, oh, here's the real guy. The real Black Bolt.
Or if you want like Hugh Jackman to come through for like the real last hurrah for Wolverine, like, oh, it's Hugh Jackman Wolverine, he comes to save the day and he dies heroically.
I think we already had Logan.
Yeah, that's true. He died heroically already.
Yeah. A lot of people consider that one of the best comic book films. It was a great film.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like a X-Men film.
Yeah, it did.
That was a Wolverine film.
Yeah. I have a question. Would you guys be upset or happy if what they did instead of getting Hugh Jackman, they get like an actor, like the way they did with Logan or whatever, or whatever, where they get like another actor, but they put Hugh Jackman's face over his face.
Nah, I'd rather see a new actor.
Yeah, just have a new actor.
Yeah,
me too. I just thought maybe
like Hugh Jackman might die, and they still gonna be using his face.
It'll be weird. You heard about the new contract they signed with the Stan Lee estate?
I don't think they're gonna I don't think they're gonna do cameos. I don't think like the MCU is that tasteless that they just have like a fake body of Stan Lee popping up for a cameo.
Hi there, true believers.
Yeah, like you can't put it past a big ass corporation like Disney to do some shit like that.
Yeah,
but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, and it's just them to have like his face like on a poster or some shit.
That'll be fine.
Like
they'll be they go to some crazy multiverse, where they're like, what the hell is all this weird shit, and like there's like a Pepsi, let's say like Pepsi fucking poster, and it's like Stanley, like Yeah. So you'll be like, oh, like he's still in the movie, but like not, like
or maybe like
Easter egg.
Like I said, they go to another dimension and like it's an alien with like Stan Lee hair and a Stan Lee mustache. He's like,
yeah, that'd be great.
It's kind of weird, like how like all the technology they have nowadays is like how that affects things differently. They would have like 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what they do with his likeness, because it could be really messed up or it could be really good.
Yeah, it could be tacky, but if I were dead and I were Stan Lee and like Marvel would want to use my likeness, I would be cool with it.
It's like if his family's with it, I'm like, I don't care. Like, all right, they're with it.
They're cool with it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were losing their shit over this. Like, oh, Disney's soulless for doing this, blah, blah, blah.
This
typical shit. And it's just
this
like,
is his life.
I mean, I would even be okay. Yeah. I would even be okay with them using Chadwick Boseman just to wrap up, like, T'Challa and, like, move on.
Yeah.
It's wild to me that they're really trying not to recast T'Challa. Like, a lot of people would want to see a Black Panther and they want to see T'Challa because his story was even close.
If I were gonna do it, I would like make him King of the Dead and like have him like fade off to the background for a while and have Shuri become the new Black Panther, even though like she's mad problematic right now. And after a while, I'll just bring him back.
My thing is, I don't want to be like, oh, it has to be a male Black Panther, but it's not going to be as successful as the first one.
No,
you know what I mean? It's going to have that missing element to it. To the point, like, all right, it might do numbers because they're going to introduce Neymar from, like, if the rumors are true, Neymar is going to pop up. And that's going to be like, oh, shit. I don't care what movie it is. If they have, like, Neymar being, like, the villain, like, being a badass, that's going to be a good fucking movie.
That's true.
So it'll probably do numbers because of that, but eventually, like for it to be like the first movie, you need T'Challa, in my opinion. Like, you need to have him out there to
Yeah,
be the
if you're
Black.
gonna do Namor versus Wakanda, T'Challa has to be part of that shit.
Yeah.
But like you
Like,
said, if Namor's gonna be in it, he's gonna sell that shit.
yeah, then people were talking about having M'Baku become the Black Panther, and it's like, no, it's like it has to be T'Challa. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care, male, female, it's whatever. I just want to see that character still be Black Panther in the movies because he didn't really have a shot to like flourish as a character. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
I
But
I
what?
think honestly they should have just hold off on Wakanda Forever and just have Shuri like come out in New Avengers or something as the Black Panther, and then when they're ready for the next Black Panther movie, they
That would have
cast
been
a
a
new one.
better thing. Like, yes, they should have introduced a new Black Panther first, and then do the movie because the movie's gonna be weird. Where it's like,
Without
what
T'Challa.
yeah, what is it? What are they doing? Like, what is gonna happen? What's gonna
Origin
happen?
story.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
explain like, oh, T'Challa he went to his home planet.
Yeah.
His home planet needed him. He had to go.
Like they have to handle it in a classy way, man. Like, come
yeah.
on, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be mad awkward because everybody knows what happened. So it's up to them to show us how they're gonna handle it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll
Stop doing
see.
the thing you are doing.
We'll see how that goes. But like with Doctor Strange, multiverses are in play now, so you
Yeah,
could get like another version of T'Challa from another
yeah,
universe, different actor.
People were saying we're one universe or one dimension, whatever. That Michael B. Jordan is the Black Panther, so it's like they'll bring him back or whatever.
yeah.
This is what people are like theorizing or
That
like.
happened in What If?
What if
Like he
the what if
became
Michael
Black
B.
Panther,
Jordan?
What If?
Mm. Yeah, I just meant like freaking people
Well,
are
he's
theorizing that that's what
Ultron
they're gonna
Black
do.
Panther now.
That's like, we'll just have another child then if you do that because this
Yeah,
guy's dead, right? And he was the villain. So
yeah,
you rather have like a villain you see as a villain become the new Black Panther instead of having another actor come in and just be like, all right. Which I think they're eventually gonna do because the money's there, man. They're not gonna turn that money away. Like a lot of people, especially like black men with their sons and shit, they want to see a
yeah.
male Panther. That's
Superhero,
what it
yeah.
is. There's not gonna be like what, like not a lot of people don't fuck with Sam Wilson, the new Captain America, like that. Luke Cage is just a TV show. Black Panther was like fucking king of African nation. Like you knew
Yeah.
your target, and they were gonna fucking go out in numbers and see this shit. So for you to just all right, we're not gonna have that anymore, and they're gonna
No
be like,
more
oh, okay,
T'Challa.
yeah, no more the child, and they're just gonna be going along with it. That's what it is. I think there's a little tricky time in Marvel's for the
Hmm.
MCU. I'm not saying they're gonna fail, but it's just like you have opportunity now to push people away or bring more people into the MCU. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see what they're gonna do. Like I enjoyed what Doctor Strange brought into the MCU and what's leading into,
Yeah,
and we're to see all those cameos that people wanted to fucking see in Doctor Strange 2 and shit. But they didn't get. We're probably gonna get Tom Cruise as an Iron Man variant in another movie, probably in Secret Wars or some shit. We might get Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. come back as Captain America and Iron Man from another dimension. You never know.
we might get an interpretation of Hickman's New Avengers where they have to like destroy the worlds that are like about to crash onto their world. You know?
Yeah, that could be its own movie.
Yeah,
That could be like part one of the final movies for that
yeah.
story. You know what I mean? Like how Infinity War is broken up in two parts.
That could be an Illuminati movie where instead of like the Illuminati in the Doctor Strange movie where they're from all that same world, this is an Illuminati that's multiversal wide, like different characters from different multiverses,
Yeah.
and they're like trying to stop the incursions or whatever by destroying the planets that they feel like don't matter.
Yeah, it could lead into that.
Yeah.
There's mad possibilities. But I'm just glad Thor, Love and Thunder is like its own thing and it's not connected to anything. Like it's not
Yeah,
multiverse shit. It's gonna be its own thing. And we just got like the newest trailer a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and it looks freaking awesome.
it does.
Like
It's
we're
fun.
gonna be introduced to Gore, the God Killer, the God Butcher,
Played by
Russell
Christian
Crowe as
Bale.
Zeus.
Did they ever show Christian Bale in the trailer?
Mm-mm.
Nah, they haven't shown him
Well,
yet. They're saving
yeah,
that for I guess the last one,
I can't
just
wait.
to get people like hyped up for it.
because
But you
I'm
know,
like curious to know what he looks like or anything. I have no idea who this character, who he
like
plays.
they have the toys that are coming out. Those
Mhm.
were previewed in some places, and you actually could see his toy and
Mhm.
see how he looks like. He's like in all white makeup. His body's completely pale. He has like lettering across his face and shit, like tats. He doesn't
Okay.
look nothing like the comic book version of it.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's more like a human.
I'm gonna like this.
You look him up. There's one
Yeah,
like that has an image like of both of them.
what's the name again? The God
Thor,
Killer? What?
Gore.
Gorr, the God Butcher.
The God Butcher.
You just put Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
The comic
All
version would
right.
have been fucking sick.
Yeah.
He
The
probably didn't want to be CGI. He probably just
the,
wanted to do it himself. Like he's
the
probably
toy
gonna
looks like powder.
be.
Yeah, like the movie version is just Christian Bale like all in white. Like it would
Yeah,
have been
Yeah.
cool if he was missing the nose and had those tentacles in like his hair and shit.
I think it's just Christian Bale just wants to act the hell out of it. You know what I mean? Like he just
Yeah, I'm sure he'll still be fine.
wants some American Psycho type of shit, but like he wants it to be him. Like he's that type of actor. Like
And
I
if
don't
you
want to be
notice, like
just a
his
voice,
fingertips,
motion capture.
if you notice his fingertips in the toy version that they show are black, just like Wanda using the Darkhold.
Darko, yeah.
They're probably using some black magic instead of the black necrosword.
Well, necklace sword is just like a
A
symbiote, right?
symbiote. Yeah,
Symbiote.
because they're not gonna like bring up the symbiote in the Love and Thunder.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna have like an Easter egg, like he just found the sword, like he did in the comics,
Yeah,
or if
it's
he
probably gonna be
got it
like
from
a
one of the
black magic
gods.
thing since his fingertips are black.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know if he's like, I don't know if he
Mechanic.
was like a magic user. I
nah, the
don't think.
Gore's definitely not a magic user. He just fucks around with the black blade.
Yeah, we'll see what that leads into, but it looks like it's gonna be a one crazy movie. We got
He's
two flying goats that steers his ship.
Oh yeah,
That looks pretty dope.
I
Can't
hope
wait for
his
that.
his dog comes out in this one too. I forgot the name of the dog though, but he talks. It's like a pit bull that talks.
okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What is that big pit bull? Like it's like a big uh you know what I mean like I've seen a pit bull in Marvel.
Oh no, you're thinking
Yeah,
about Lockjaw probably,
Okay, yes, yes.
with like
with
a
like
antenna on his head.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lockjaw. He's from Inhumans,
yeah, he
Mm.
was
so it's okay not to care about him.
yeah.
But
He's
no,
a
Lockjaw is like the top tier Inhuman.
yeah, he's one of the fan favorites
Yeah,
in the
we all like
comics.
Lockjaw.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's dog. How
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you not?
everyone loves the dog.
it's every other Inhuman that you don't have to really care about.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Rob from Comics Explain. He released a video not too long ago about how Black Bolt is a trash character.
Really? He's
Yeah,
a trash
he
character.
was like the reason for Black Bolt existing is to get fucked up, cause he's so strong that like he's so hard to write for. So the best way to write him is like to have him get fucked up to show how strong the villain is.
Mm. They talk about the storyline of Black Bolt being like in jail or some shit.
In
He had
what
to
was the name of that
escape.
story? War of Kings?
No, no, no. That was like Black Bolt's miniseries.
Oh no. He didn't talk about that. He talked about like War of Kings, where like he was like at his most prominent, and then after that it was just like he was just a tool to show how strong villains are. Like in Infinity, when Thanos just like took a full blast of Black Bolt, telling him no, and
Yeah.
Thanos just like grabbed his face and slammed him in the floor.
Yeah. I was like, Thanos is mad OP now, I guess.
Yeah.
Made him mad OP. I was like, yo, this
This
dude
was after
screamed
the
at
first
me. I was
Avengers movie, so you already know like Thanos is
like,
like the big bad. He's a dark side of Marvel.
we can't show him getting fucked up in the comics.
Nah.
What was it, like Dark Side in the Zack Snyder cut? Getting fucked up by Max.
What he's gonna do? Just stand there like Darkseid did in the Snyder cut and go, oh, and let the thing close the portal.
That guy's ass kicked so bad that he forgot where the anti-life equation was at. He forgot where Earth was at.
Is that his head?
Yo, they were explaining like why it took him thousands of years to go back to Earth to get the equation because he knows where it's at, and all these fucking fanatics are like, oh, because that was millions of years ago for him. He doesn't not gonna remember all of, like he conquered so many worlds and shit like that. I was like, you're not gonna remember one of the few worlds that you got your ass kicked.
The one planet you lost.
Like everybody remembers the time when they get their ass kicked. That's always a memory that you're not gonna forget.
I don't remember Earth.
My man took a knife, an axe to the neck and bounced.
Yeah. Oh, man down.
Yeah. These guys are assholes.
What's the name of that old lady? Granny Goodness! Granny Goodness, help!
I got hit with an axe on
Yeah.
my neck.
One of Darkseid's henchwomen is named Granny Goodness.
Yeah, the what's it called? That she talks like a man or something. And
Ed Asner did her voice for the Superman show, so he is. Yeah.
Oh, man did her voice?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I never knew that.
But like, it's weird because he does voices of women all the time. I guess he has like that old woman voice.
Oh, that old woman voice, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was like a man. Like you could tell it's a man.
Oh
that
shit.
was him.
In one of the movies, I forgot what. I think it's War.
Do you watch the Boondocks?
Yeah.
I've watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, like the rich neighbor of the Freemans.
Oh, I forgot his name.
He's like the villain of it, and with whose son's like mad crazy with his Charlie Murphy. So he's the voice of Granny Goodness.
Gotcha.
But yeah, what else? It was like the Thor, Love and Thunder. That was mad. Oh, the She-Hulk trailer came out.
Oh yeah, She-Hulk. I think that looks super good.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fun ride.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a comedy.
You already know, guys.
Ernie
Let's have it, DJ Ernie B. Let's go. Get the hot takes.
So I was like, oh, so okay, so I assumed I don't know nothing about She-Hulk. I don't know nothing about She-Hulk. I assumed it was gonna be interesting to see, a lawyer that has to control her temper because then she's gonna turn into the Hulk, into She-Hulk. So I had no idea that she was, like a normal walking, talking Hulk. Like the whole time. So that threw me off right away. And then that scene that was her, like everyone's like, "Oh my god, you look so great," and blah blah blah, and it was just like, what is happening? And then eventually she's doing fucking Tinder or some shit, and like, so it's like, okay, I get, like it was just to me it was just a bad joke. It was just like, what is happening? Like the way she like, I don't know what it is that he says, something about French fries or some shit that turns her on so much that she's just like, oh yeah. And it was like, is this supposed to be funny? I don't get what the funny part is. And then she carries him to the bedroom or whatever, which I get it. You know what I mean? It's to some men it's their fantasy. But like,
you don't kink shame.
Yeah, don't kick shame,
no,
Ernie.
no. I don't. I'll be fine with that. I wouldn't mind a tall glass of water every now and then, but like,
She-Hulk's not a tall glass of water, bro.
yeah, that's
She's a
you know what
fucking
that
jug.
is. You know what it is? That's a mega pint.
Yeah.
She's a mega plane.
Yo, I remember I told somebody like when I was in college, I was like, yo, I don't know what is it, but women that could fuck me up kind of turn me on.
Me
I
too.
don't know what it is. It's just
Yeah, I know what you mean.
but yeah, go ahead, Ernie.
Yeah. So like it was just weird, and then like I just didn't feel like I felt like I was like I don't get where the funny part is. Like it was just like girl humor. I'm sorry to say, no, not trying to, you know what I mean? But it's like it's something that was like meant for women to laugh at. And I was just felt like okay, like I just kind of felt like oh, all right, and like I wasn't excited for it. That's just
I get
my
it.
take.
Like you don't know the history, like the comic history of
You
her.
don't know what to expect
Like
from
in the
She-Hulk.
80s, she was like in the 80s, she was pretty much Deadpool before Deadpool.
Yeah.
She was a Deadpool. She was like the joke comic. She was the humor comic, her breaking the fourth wall, talking to the audience, telling people like, yo, you don't buy this issue, I'm going to your house and rip up all your X-Men comics and shit.
Yep.
That was her thing. Like she was like the funny. So I knew the show was gonna be like some Harvey Birdman type of shit, just with superheroes in it.
Yeah.
That okay, that would have helped.
Yeah. Like I said, like Marvel is really going like deep in the cuts for the
Yeah.
Frogman's gonna be in it.
Yeah, they have fucking Frogman in it, so you know how fucking random that's gonna be.
It's just a guy in a frog costume.
Yeah, where he looks like a Power Ranger in this.
Yeah, I saw
Yo,
that.
and Titania looks fucking awesome in this show.
They only show her like real quick, right? I didn't really
Yeah.
get it at her.
But going by the actress who plays her, like it looks like she has like these lip injections, so that makes her lips look like big and fake and shit.
Oh yeah.
So it's like she's gonna be like one of those big strong women with like huge big fake tits and fake lips and like, come on, She-Hulk, I'm gonna fight ya.
Oh man, that's gonna be interesting.
Oh
Yeah, this is gonna be like I don't know. I already know like there's gonna be certain parts for us. Abomination's back.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's gonna be a big part of it. I heard he steals the show.
Oh nice.
Tim Roth is an amazing actor, so for him to come back to do this character again for a movie that wasn't like a big hit like all the other MCU movies were. For him to come back for the character, it should be dope.
Yeah.
And Bruce Banner's gonna be in it. Mark Ruffalo's in it.
People are saying Matt Murdock is gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Who?
People are saying Matt Murdock is gonna be in it.
Yeah, that's
Daredevil.
Like that.
Matt Murdock and Daredevil.
I'm hearing good things, so hopefully it'll come out. Hopefully the CGI situation will be fixed by then.
I'm not too bad about the CGI.
It should be. Like, it's only the trailer and people are freaking out for the CGI. Also, apparently before like COVID fucked up a lot of things and held a lot of projects like back. So you have all these movies, all these fucking comic book movies that were supposed to come out years ago, just coming out now. You're having all these animators like working to get this shit done before the movie comes out. Like No Way Home, they were still working on that shit before it premiered. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like the special effects take so fucking while to do.
Yeah.
And that's why like they were saying why they switched Kamala's powers in Miss Marvel from having the stretching abilities like Mr. Fantastic and giving her more of a cosmic power like Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel has and Spectrum has, is because for you to animate skin being stretched like lifelike shit for a TV show, it's gonna be bad work on the budget they give you to do it. So for them to get around that shit, just give her cosmic powers is probably easier to animate.
Transparent shit.
And it makes more sense.
Yeah. But people just love to complain about everything and just oh, they're just doing that because they just want to not have the same powers as Mr. Fantastic, so she has to sacrifice her powers because of a man. No,
Oh
that
God.
bullshit. Man. Yeah, that shit is going around. It was like, no, it just makes more sense in the MCU, which is already way different than it is in the
Yeah.
comics. Shit has to work with what's already canon in the MCU. Why is she a Captain Marvel fan if she wasn't really around that much until Infinity War? You have to give her a reason why she's into Captain Marvel and have her powers reflect that somewhere. You can't have her become an Inhuman because they fucked that shit up already. So
Yeah, they can't explain their way out of that shit.
yeah, they're not gonna make her like in the comics. She's an Inhuman
Yeah.
who got powers because Black Bolt unleashed the Terrigen Mist over the world, so everybody who has the Inhuman gene became an Inhuman and shit. And
It was
that's
at that
how,
same exact time he said no to Thanos. And Thanos slammed
yeah,
him.
that's when he released like the Terrigen Mist.
Yeah, a giant fart covered the whole world.
Yeah, and Kamala Khan was in a cocoon, and she came out with the Miss Marvel powers. But now they obviously have to do something different, and they're like, "Fuck it, let's connect them more to Captain Marvel, and just give her some fucking uh, cosmic powers."
Hmm. I guess no Mpox in the MCU.
Who knows?
By
Is
the
that
way,
people?
Ernie, Mpox is a disease mutants will get if they breathe in the inhuman fart air that turns inhumans into inhumans.
The Terrigen Mist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how Cyclops died in that whole storyline.
He caught that virus.
Yeah,
That
he caught
human
that virus. But don't worry, young Cable brought him back to life.
No, comics.
By
Comics.
shoving a phoenix egg into his chest.
Yeah. Bring it back to life, guy.
Hey, here you go. Boop. Oh!
That's right. I already know, like, people are already saying shit like, oh, like, people are already saying shit like, oh, the MCU's become the MCU.
Oh my god, I was gonna bring that up. I just heard about that shit.
And it's, it's like, okay, there's so many characters in the Marvel universe and the comics and stuff like that. They're mostly female. There's male superheroes, but a lot of them are female. So you're probably gonna see a lot of female live action superheroes on your TVs and movies coming up. Like I said before on this podcast, not everything's meant for you. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to watch fucking Miss Marvel. You don't have to watch She-Hulk if you don't want to. It's okay. You can like these things, but to say like, oh, there's an agenda, like motherfucker, they trying to get the demographic in the theaters to
Yeah.
watch their shit.
They're trying to appeal to a demographic.
Yeah. Like you want a Middle Eastern girl to be like, oh shit, there's a girl that looks like me and she has her own powers and shit like that, whatever.
How awesome would that be?
Bring more viewers into their shows. But everything has to be a conspiracy. Everything
Yeah.
has to be an agenda. So it gets tiring. Like it's hard to be a fan and having to deal with dickheads.
Ernie.
Ernie.
So this is my thing, right?
Ernie thinks Doctor Strange is pushing the gay agenda.
No.
Just because she wore a pin.
No.
She
No.
Could the musical note fight?
No. No, like if I see, like I said this before, if I see it and it's obvious, that's where I was like, it's like come on. Like you know what I mean? Like so this is off topic, but this is hopefully you get where I'm coming from with this story. So there's a movie coming out, and it's like it's a horror movie. It's a woman being stalked by this man, and she's all like, "Why are you doing this?" Dun, dun, dun. The name of the movie, Men.
That's really that's a real movie.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like some freaky shit though. It's just like I forgot the director, but he does movies like thrillers. Like I think his name is Alex Garland, and he did that movie Ex Machina. with Oscar Isaac with the machine.
I like that movie.
Yeah, he did that. So he's really a good director. And Men, I just think it's gonna deal with the toxic aspect of the male like agenda or whatever they're gonna do. But I think he's gonna do it not in a preachy way. It's more gonna be like a fucked up way type of thing.
But like, I feel like the name itself is like super preachy.
Yeah,
like,
but you already know what
Omen.
So the
So the Amber Heard movie is going to be called Women.
Again, we're gonna talk about a specific type of men.
yeah, like I imagine is the type where I imagine like the villain in that movie is gonna be a man that gets rejected by a girl and he sends her emails afterwards like, "Oh, you fucking bitch, you're gonna reject me. Fuck you. I fucking hate you. I'm gonna show you my dick." Blah 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 blah.
No, from what I get is like something happens, right? From what I've seen from the trailer or whatever I've been seeing online, is that her husband died. Like he committed suicide or some shit, but it doesn't look like suicide. She goes to this small town and it's just like just men in this town. There's like no women there.
All incels.
Yeah. So is what most of the men are played by the same actor too. So that has that creepy aspect to it. Like you see the trailer, like okay, it's not like a whole bunch of random men being dickheads.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
See, you gotta stop assuming, Ernie.
Yeah, Ernie. There's not an attack on men.
Well, that's what it seemed like.
Actual thriller type of shit, and he's like, "You're the reason why your husband killed himself," like type of shit. Like you're the reason why he did what he did, and make her feel like a piece of shit. So she's like, "Why are you doing this to me?" And like that's that type of thriller type of shit.
I don't know, man. It still sounds like
huh?
It still sounds like an agenda. It's like
no, but it's just
men
saying,
are evil type of
aspect of when like you have like a message to say with your movies, right? Like directors like that, especially this guy. So he's probably like, "Oh, this is what women have to deal with when they're in a situation where they're the victim, but most people are acting like they're the ones that cause the shit that happened." Like I'm forgetting the word
like
for
take for instance. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, the thing is, like, she's getting blamed for her husband's suicide. Like it's her fault.
Like victim blaming.
Yeah, it's like victim blaming, but they're not really like saying all men do it, but some men do this shit. Like some women lie and whatever, but you have to accept the fact that some men are just pieces of shit and just like I know this is gonna lead to the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp shit. I know Ernie already threw in the Amber Heard line already in this shit.
You're gonna pull out the
disclaimer is from what I see from the court, the trial, they're both pieces of shit. Like just because this motherfucker was Jack Sparrow doesn't make him a fucking saint. Like this dude was spending like $40,000 a month on wine, bro. Wine. Like this dude was a self-admitted drug addict, alcoholic. Like he admits all this. So you're not gonna meet a drug addict and alcoholic that's just mad cool all the time. He's not gonna be fucking hey Jack Sparrow. I'm the fun drunk. He's gonna do shit too. So the way media makes it, you know, we even on this podcast we have our jokes with Amber Heard, but that shit's just funny because you know she's a piece of shit too. And we try to I try to view things equally, but I could see why people think like, oh, they're picking on Amber Heard because you have his fucking fans camping outside the courtroom, you know. And I could imagine the shit they saying to her every time she leaves that fucking courtroom, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's not gonna be like the nicest shit you hear. And knowing like, damn, she's a piece of shit too, but like this guy's not. It's not any better. This guy, you know, he's blown his money. He's pretty much broke. He fired his accountant and all these people because they were trying to help him out. Was like he didn't want to listen. So when you're that down on your addiction, you tend to do like horrible shit.
Yeah, of course you're gonna meet somebody like Amber Heard.
Yeah, like you're gonna track what you are, and like I don't care about the whole situation. This shit's just a comedy to me because it's like two rich, spoiled people just going at it.
Yeah,
you know they were both abused. They were both going through their shit. That's the way I see it. That's just me though. I'm not telling you what
It's
to
like
think.
just go your separate ways and stop fucking talking about each other. And
Yeah, that's what it is. Like he's mad because he lost that case in London, right? Because he was like, I'm
yeah.
not a wife beater or whatever. But you put hands on this girl, right? Technically, that makes you a wife beater.
Oh, is it
Now,
official? Like he put hands on her for real?
yeah, they both hit each other, bro. It's all
Oh,
in the
okay
court
then. Yeah.
documents. It's not like Amber Heard is like. It's not like she's lying about everything. Like I'm not even like it's whatever. I don't know what happened, but he's not. He's not 100% innocent.
Yeah, definitely not.
If you follow like the case and what's been documented and you've seen shit, she has like eyewitnesses.
Well,
Be
that's
like,
the
yeah,
thing. The so like it becomes a thing of where it's like he said, she said, and then especially if like friends and families of one party is gonna have that party's back and stuff like that.
of course.
But from what I've seen, maybe it's also the algorithm in my
Yeah,
thing where it's like everything kind of it's a lot of it's almost like this is how I see it. It's Johnny being like admitting to all the fucked up shit that he's done,
mhm.
and then Amber not admitting to anything that she's done and
Yeah.
blaming it only on him. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Because
she's definitely been doing that.
she was saying that he fucking raped her with a fucking a liquor bottle.
A sobe
That he
bottle.
like
Yeah, that shit was. I was like,
that she had, that
like,
he had his knee on her back, and that he wanted to punch her like sister. But like, it's all these things that doesn't add up. That it makes but at the same time, like I said, I don't know if it's the algorithm or whatever, or the people,
'cause, like look at shit. Like, remember when you brought up that she was saying lines from the movies?
yeah,
That shit turned out to be a lie.
over
Like
it.
she wasn't reciting any lines from any movies from her testimony. It was
Mm.
just like
Oh
people
shit.
just made it seem like, oh, this bitch is just stealing lines from other movies.
Was
Mm.
the
And
dog
you don't
stepping
hear
on the
about
bee
it,
thing real?
huh?
Was the dog stepping on the bee thing real?
Oh, the shit that she said out of her mouth, yeah.
Oh okay. My dog stepped on a
Yeah, but
bee.
like certain shit, like you could look it up and be like, "Oh, she said this line from this movie." And
Mm.
it wasn't true. They
That's
were
it.
just taking they splice shit
It's
up to
just
make it seem
yeah.
like, "Oh, this is what she's saying."
Yeah, they did deepfakes on
Sure, it changes
herself.
nowadays because, like you said, your algorithm is gonna show you the shit that I don't fuck with her like that. I'm more of a Johnny Depp guy, so you can see all that other shit that's gonna be like piling on her.
Hmm.
Mm.
There's gonna be other shit that piles on Johnny Depp that you don't see because you're not Team
An
Amber
Amber Heard.
Heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
It,
why you gotta be tricky. That's why I try not to really judge shit. Like from what I've seen and from what I read, they're both not good. Like people, they need
Yeah.
both. Were both wrong for each other. Toxic as hell. He had issues that he needs to work on with his addictions and shit like that, and she just needs to go away.
Yeah. That's why I'm not. I don't bother with this fucking situation. Like,
Yeah, I'm mad we
it's
were
not
talking about it, but
news for me. I mean,
yeah, like whatever.
I'm okay with
Rich
talking
people
about it, but
fight.
it's not news for me. Like, it's not some shit that I'll like bother to look up.
I mean, the only thing
yeah.
we're getting out of it is that we're getting great jokes.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
They got some good jokes. Like the shitting on the bed thing is great.
Yeah, that's good. That could be used for months,
It's fucking
years, even.
gold.
And we do it right. It's gold. Like how you just do some petty shit, just shit somebody's bed just because you're
Yeah.
mad.
Like, how do you go about shitting on a bed? Like, how
But the
does that
thing is, like
work?
you know people that were in relationships that you can see like the other person doing that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like you have a friend that had a girlfriend. Like yo, that bitch is crazy. Like
Oh yeah.
she shit on my bed. I was like, yeah, I believe that.
But then, do you like shit on the bed, go to the bathroom, and wipe your ass?
I think this is my theory on that. Like, if you're willing to shit on the bed,
You're
you're
not
the
gonna
type of
wipe your
person that
ass.
doesn't wipe your ass.
Yeah.
Like, you just like, I'm gonna shit and then that's it, and just go to sleep.
You're gonna shit on the bed. You're gonna take off your pants, and you're gonna go sit on the couch.
Yeah, it's is the kind of shit that is like you shit your pants, fucking take it out of the leg of your
This-
your jeans, for your jean leg, and then like put it somewhere, and then like do whatever it is you gotta do.
She would shit in her jeans, and
if it
like,
was a solid, if it was a solid break, you know, you have to
Oh
wipe.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have to wipe. If it was a clean one.
hmm
oh yeah, like a clean shit.
Yeah, like a
clean,
clean.
a
Yeah.
clean, perfect log. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird
When you
that
wipe
you
your
bring
ass
that
and you
up.
see nothing on the paper, like, oh shit, like it was a good one.
This is
Yeah.
kind of off topic, but that's so weird that you bring it up because I first heard of like clean shits yesterday, and I don't think there's such thing as I've never in my life had a clean shit.
Oh wow, damn, bro, that's the
No,
best feeling
bro.
to have, man.
There's no, I don't think there's such thing as clean shit. I feel like you always gotta wipe.
No,
Yeah,
you
you always
wipe.
have to wipe.
You wipe, like you will wipe, but there's nothing on the paper.
Oh, but when I heard about it before, they were like, no, like when you have a clean shit, you don't have to wipe. No, I'm like,
Nah,
nah.
you have to know the clean shit. Like anybody could drop. I'm pretty sure you had solid logs.
Oh yeah, like a big dookie that just like flies out.
yeah, but you still wipe. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
wipe just to check.
This is
But
another thing, guys.
once you have
No,
like
like the-
full solid shit that doesn't break apart or anything, most of the time it's a perfect shit.
Yeah, there's poops I had that like fly out with like no contact.
Yeah.
But I still wipe.
You still wipe, but the perfect shit is like the ghost shit is like there's no shit on your toilet paper when you wipe. It's clean. The clean shit.
That is impossible. I get what Freddie's saying. That is impossible. Number one. And number two,
What? No contact
No,
dookie?
no, like when it comes out, like you have to wipe no matter what.
No, but yeah, you have to wipe for sure.
Even if it comes out clean, there's
Yeah.
still poop residue in your asshole.
But there's such thing as like
Yeah.
a clean poopy that comes out without touching the corners of your butthole.
No, there's no.
When you wipe, there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
You never wiped your ass and there was nothing on the toilet paper?
Like if I took a shit, like there at least a smudge or
I
something.
never had the perfect shit then.
Yo, Ernie, you gotta take it easy, bro.
You're another one. You were trying to claim clean shits, Ernie. You were thinking clean shits because it didn't break apart. But when clean shit, when you wipe your ass, there's nothing on the toilet paper.
You know what that means?
No,
That means the toilet is not your sanctuary. Your butthole's too tight when you're in the toilet, bro.
Oh god.
You
Yo,
have a tight butthole, bro.
When you're pooping, your butthole's going. Whoop.
It's supposed to be a loose butthole. You're supposed to be relaxed. You just
That's why your poop is like sausage links, right?
Ernie here was
I'm
leaving
not
us
talking
all.
about that anymore.
Clean shit.
Weird. Already, like I don't know if you guys are fucking with me.
No, I'm dead ass. That's what clean shit.
No, yeah, I have like
you guys never
non-contact poops.
You never had a clean shit.
Like no, like there's no way in hell that's you know what I mean. Like
It's
there's-
true, Ernie. There's no way in hell when you ever had a ghost shit. When you just take a shit, you know you took a shit, but it's not in the toilet because it goes straight down the drain.
Oh yeah. I've had
that
those.
happens, bro. It happens.
Like you take
you
a
guys
like
are-
it's mostly in the morning. Like I'll take a shit, and then I'll look in the toilet and be like, "Yo, did I just take a shit?"
Yeah, it went straight down the drain.
Yeah, it goes whoop right down the drain.
You already don't believe us. Look it up, right?
Yo, yeah, it's like it comes out the perfect shape of a drain and just whoop. Whoop.
Look up clean shit and ghost shits.
What's gonna
Yeah.
bother me is that like now I'm gonna have that in my Google history.
It's gonna sync to your
Like you have a clean. It doesn't break. It comes straight out.
yeah,
You wipe and there's nothing there. That's a clean
Like-
shit.
where you don't clench while it's coming out.
Yeah, you just go.
Yeah.
Just drop out.
When you clench, that's when you really gotta wipe.
Hold on. Okay, so are ghost poops healthy? This is I didn't read this
Yeah.
beforehand. I'm just reading it. Ghost poop. This isn't good for your digestion or the delicate lining of your rectum. When those hard little pellets finally do emerge, they can rough up the tissue, causing fissures.
What the fuck?
What are you reading?
Yeah.
This is Google.
Isn't ghost
And-
poop like pooping on top of a car that's moving without a driver?
What? And chronic bowel troubles may be linked to immune system problems, weight gain, and hemorrhoids.
I think I'm thinking about ghostwriting with shitting.
Oh my god. Ernie's really gonna make me look this shit up now.
You guys made me look it up.
Why are you
'Cause
looking
I'm
up
like,
ghost pooping?
you guys brought it up.
Are you gonna ghost poop on somebody? Stay away from my car, Ernie.
Look. We have 3 definitions for the elusive ghost poop. 1, the urge to poop that ends up only being gas.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
2,
that makes sense.
a poop so smooth that it went down the drain before you could see it. And lastly, an invisible poop in the toilet, but 0 poop marks on your toilet paper after wiping.
That's so weird. I never.
You see? It happens, bro. Just because it didn't happen to you.
Yeah, how small is your butthole?
You clicked on our ghost poops healthy, so that leads into some other shit. I just typed in ghost poop.
Yeah,
And
ghost
I
poop's healthy.
I googled clean shits and it said, "Did you mean clean sheets?"
You gotta use poop, Ernie.
Ernie, how many fingers does your doctor put up your butt when he checks
Doctor
you?
does not put anything up my butt.
He has to make sure you're healthy.
It seems like ghost poop is like a scientific medical term that really is an issue.
Yeah, it's a legitimate scientific term.
Yeah, but the shit that we're talking about, the ghost shits we're talking about, some other thing else.
Oh, that's a scientific term.
No, because I saw what Ernie was looking at when Ernie looked up. We were talking about ghost poops. Pretty much the definition I just read here on the podcast.
Yeah.
Ernie, next time you see your doctor, ask him about the fingers in the butt thing. Like, you're almost 40.
So, okay. We're not. All right.
Let's go to the next topic.
Next topic, please.
Next topic.
It might feel good.
Erase that.
Cut that.
Never. So what else came out? Oh, Moon Knight finished up. We did
a
review of Moon Knight on the last show, but of course, like I said earlier, we didn't have the sound quality was pretty bad, so we had to do it over again.
Pretty terrible.
Moon Knight was terrible?
No, the sound was pretty terrible.
Moon
Knight was excellent.
Gotcha.
While somebody's talking, like there's like something is you hear like the scraping sound in the background while they talk. Can't really.
And it'll just be scraping, and then like you don't hear anything else.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So wireless mics are not all that cracked up though.
They're not it.
They're not it.
No.
Unless they're the ones that are like.
Yeah.
That, right?
I'm investing on a new table.
Mics, right?
What you said?
You still have your mics if we ever get together.
I'm investing on a new table with like smaller cables to use those mics.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But yeah, Moon Knight. What you guys thought of it as an overall series?
It was great.
I loved it.
Yeah. Enjoyed it?
Overall, it was disconnected from like the whole MCU, so there wasn't like a lot of baggage. And I feel like as far as like mythological shit goes, Egyptian was always bottom tier to me. But this is pretty damn cool. It brought it up a peg for me.
So this is an example of like me liking something, like not knowing anything about it and then liking it, like surprisingly. You know what I mean? Because I knew nothing about Moon Knight. All I know is he was like white Batman, basically, like just in white. You know what I mean?
He's Jewish.
No, but you know what I mean, like white, like the White Knight Batman or whatever. You know? The white costume Batman.
Okay.
And I don't know. It was just like its own thing. Like that just kind of was like an interesting story. I think freaking Oscar Isaac and fucking even Ethan Hawke, they did fucking great.
Oh, they were awesome.
Yeah.
It was definitely a show to showcase their fucking talent because everybody on that show did their thing, man.
And I said this before, like with Oscar Isaac came out as Moon Knight, like he got cast as Moon Knight. I was like, oh cool. And then they were like, "Oh, he got cast as like like I'm gonna say months later, or he got cast as Solid Snake." And I was like, "Yo, this guy's taking every fucking role. What the fuck?" But then like watching the show, I'm like, he'll do a great job as Snake. I already
Hell
know
yeah.
that. He's a fucking amazing actor.
I would like to see a snake after that. Well, pause.
You just like see him pull out his snake and show how the type of snake he'll be.
Well, he'll be a great snake.
Yeah.
Like the acting was like, yo, he gave us 3 fucking personalities. Like it was like all with different accents too. Like
Mhm.
nobody had like a straight accent in that show,
Yep.
which was great.
And you would think
Right.
like the special effects they used to have him playing next to himself as the 2 different personalities in the second to last episode.
Fun fact, that was his
That was his
brother.
brother.
Oh, cool! I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they did a great job. Like seeing 2 Oscar Isaacs didn't like ruin it for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I like the whole Egyptian gods and all this stuff. Like it made me like, like, oh, who, like I wanted to like learn more about it. Like I didn't, do enough research or anything like that, but I was just like, oh, like, because I knew a little bit. I knew like Anubis and fucking was it Osiris, shit like that. So it's like I knew a little bit of it, but I was like, oh, who's Amet? Who's Khonshu? Like I never heard of these guys, but like it was, it was just a cool thing to like learn about.
They go deep into the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
You know.
That's pretty
They
dope.
had a good amount of action. My only issue was like I wish it was more than 6 episodes because there was so much story to tell. But I'm just like, all right, I guess we're gonna get a season 2, even though everybody's denying there hasn't been a season 2 discussed. Like, how you just gonna introduce a new character like that off the bat?
Yeah.
And just find out that he's still working for Khonshu, but Matt and Steven don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you want to see what happens with that. What's that going to lead into? Maybe they might do a movie. Maybe they go to a movie from this.
Pretty dope.
I'll take a Moon Knight movie,
Yeah,
especially after this.
yeah. You already got most of the stuff out the way. You go straight into action now.
Yeah.
Maybe we could see what all the shit he did while he was like as Jake when they were blacked out and Steven and Mark didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can see him fucking up those guys up in Egypt when they first got there.
Mm-hmm.
Mad possibilities.
Honestly, I would rather take another season of Moon Knight.
Another season?
Yeah.
Another 6 episodes?
What
What was the villain's name? The mercenary that killed him?
Bushman.
Bushman, yeah. So they might have him as a villain for season 2.
I think his like villain name is Bushmaster.
Yeah, Bushmaster, some shit.
Yeah,
like
which
that.
is not a great name.
Well, I think that was the villain's name in the season 2 of Luke Cage, the Jamaican guy.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he was called Bushmaster.
Anything with Bush in it is not great.
There's usually a horrible accent involved if your name has Bush in it.
Like in the comics, the enemy's name is Bushman,
Mm-hmm.
but in the show it's Bushman.
Oh, so he's Jewish.
Yeah, like Spider-Man.
Spiderman.
Spiderman.
Cool, man.
That's another thing too. A lot of people are not feeling the Disney Plus Marvel shows.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people complaining about the Moon Knight wasn't really, doing anything for them. It wasn't hitting.
I think it was that idea of like the casual fan is not getting it, But this was an example of me being a casual fan liking it. You know what I mean? But I think the majority didn't. This is my theory.
That's because Moon Knight appealed more to you than it would to them, I guess.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah, because it was like, to me, it was like Batman, and I felt like, they're showing like this is what our Batman does. And
Yeah.
like the scenes that he was doing, like as Moon Knight, that shit was fucking sick.
Yeah, that was enough to pull you in. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
other Batman.
Yeah. True.
They actually had to change the character Stephen Grant around because in the comics he was like this big time successful Hollywood producer, so he was rich, you know, the mansion, pretty much Bruce Wayne, but as a movie producer.
Sure.
So in the show they were like, let's try something different with Stephen, so he won't. So we're already being called Marvel's version of Batman, and for him to have
Yeah.
a personality is just like Bruce Wayne's alter ego, or Batman's alter ego. Is gonna be too much on the nose. Probably think, oh, some Batman shit's gonna happen now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another rich superhero would be lame.
Yeah.
I like what they did in the show.
Yeah, they switched it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why mutants and the X-Men are gonna be the next big thing, because not everybody could be a fucking millionaire, billionaire, and become a superhero.
Exactly.
So you
Just
gotta
have
be
people born with powers, being superheroes.
Story writes itself.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Stanley admitted it was just the easy way for them just to come up with powers for people. They were just born with the shit.
You're just born with powers. That's it.
Instead of just fucking being in an explosion in a science lab somewhere.
Yeah.
He's just born with it.
He was hit by gamma rays and then his parents died.
Which I think is kind of the better, not the, like the most realistic in a sense, weirdly, and you know what I mean? Because think about it, like, radioactive spider, gamma rays, or whatever,
You'll die by all of those.
Yeah, exactly. This is something that's like evolution. So this is like, this could, in a weird way, could happen,
It makes the most sense out of all the other powers, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite.
It makes more sense than Galactus.
Yeah.
Giant man.
I was just realizing that Moon Knight is pretty much Spawn before Spawn.
Oh. Right, he sells his soul to Khonshu.
There's a lot of spawns. Ghost Rider, fucking what else? Scorpion.
Yeah.
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
That's a popular trope in the entertainment world. Selling your soul to the devil.
Sell your soul to the devil, you become a superhero.
Yeah. The best way how.
Yeah. The best way to get powers.
Same Bibles, guys. Get some superpowers.
Yep.
Hopefully you luck out and get cool ones. Hopefully you don't get Ghost Rider powers. Like, oh man, I can't even drive. I gotta ride a bike.
Well, Robbie Reyes has a car.
Yeah, but like, what if it's like a Ghost Rider? What if a guy becomes Ghost Rider and he can't drive? He doesn't have a license, so he's just on a bike.
Big scooter.
He's on a razor scooter. Hear me!
Appearance of my penis glare.
Yeah! Oh fuck! That kid is crazy.
They could use anything. There was a Ghost Rider that had a horse.
Yeah, there was a Ghost Rider that rode a mammoth.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Anybody can be a Ghost Rider.
Is it more cruel to possess animals than it is like motorcycles and cars?
Yeah.
Because they don't feel anything.
I would be the Ghost Rider in rollerblades. Yeah.
My mission is to bring rollerblading back into the lexicon of pop culture.
Line up these traffic cones. Watch this.
Look how he's zigzagging his legs.
Whoa, this guy's fucking crazy. Let's stop fighting. Thanos will be like, yo, he's going to be taking off the Infinity Gems. Yo, these are for you, bro. That was cool. Click,
and that's our phrase, Ghost
click.
Rider saved the universe.
Yeah.
Just wearing the cones like in those 80s music videos. They see those in the background. Like, yeah,
Woo!
Is
cones.
isn't that Freddy Diablo's origin story though? That like got powers from the devil, and that's how you're Freddy Diablo.
He ate the devil whole.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Even his bones.
That's how he got powers.
Yeah.
That's
It
what
was
Freddy Diablo
slow,
got.
but he ate the devil. Like there were a lot of points where he just stopped for like 20 minutes and just to breathe, and then he'll continue eating the devil.
Had a white claw in between.
He had like 12 packs of White Claws throughout the whole thing.
Get smashed. No care in the world because he has no hangover to worry
He was
about.
doing just like, ah, I just see fire.
Oh man, we went off on a few tangents today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Moonknight.
Oh, moonknight. Yeah.
Or Marvel's next upcoming hero, for Diablo.
Mhm.
Diablo.
Yeah.
And Ghost Rider
Mhm.
For Diablo versus Ghost Rider.
with rollerblades.
That's pretty sick though. Like rollerblades where like the wheels are on fire.
Yeah, pretty dope.
Yeah.
You'll have like those tank top shirts that I used to wear back in the 80s. They were like mad thin, but they were showing everything. They're just covering like little tiny.
But since I'm Ghost Rider, just be like a skeleton underneath all that.
Yeah.
With like short shorts but like skeleton legs.
It's like loose in the bottom and it's tucked in.
Yeah.
My knee pads are like at my ankle because I'm the skeleton.
Yeah. That'd be a great Ghost Rider. You could use that. You could use that idea, Marvel. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, free of charge.
Has to be a Ghost Rider variant out there in the multiverse
Yeah.
that looks like that.
You know
That
what?
has-
I think we just created it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
We willed it into the multiverse.
Better than Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That's
So
like a
Moon Knight,
cool
great
Ghost Rider.
show. Hopefully there's a season 2 so the story could keep on going.
Yeah.
Marvel seems to have a lot of shit coming out, so hopefully.
Hey, it's already ahead of Inhumans.
Oh yeah. I think anything that comes out is ahead of Inhumans.
Yeah,
If you're just counting the show.
that's true.
Unless Kevin Feige does some boss shit and fucking reboots the Inhumans.
Makes them like super dope before the X-Men even comes out.
No, but they could do X before the humans. That's what everybody wants to see. That's why everybody's putting up with this shit now. Like, all right.
Yeah. We're just waiting for the
Because
X-Men.
Eternals, we're not gonna care about Internals. You don't have to make any more movies about Internals. Like,
No more, please.
maybe Black Knight. We could have a Black Knight team up movie with Blade and him looking for shit.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what happens? But everybody's gonna want to see fucking X-Men, then Fantastic Four after that.
Oh, just so you
Even
know,
though-
Ernie, Black Knight is
I know what that is. Kit Harington.
yeah, not like an actual black man who's a knight.
Yeah.
He's not Martin Lawrence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't that shit called Black Knight?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Martin Lawrence when he was on a roll.
Yeah.
Because Aaron thinks any character that starts with black is automatically a black man.
Mm-hmm. Black Falcon.
Black Knight.
Black Falcon. Black Panther.
Black Luke Cage.
Luke's like, oh, come on, man.
Black Blue Marvel.
Black Blue Marvel. Black and Blue Marvel. Now, come on, man. I get beat up.
It's some bullshit.
I bruise easily.
I've been through enough.
That's my weakness. My bruises.
Galactus punched me in my whole body.
I think it's a good time for me to do one of my recommendations because we haven't done one of those in a while.
Oh,
And he brought it back a few episodes ago, and I have another good one for you guys. It's not a show, it's not a movie, it's a podcast,
oh,
and that podcast is Batman Unburied.
ooh.
And I usually don't like this is my first podcast that's telling a story. I just like podcasts I usually listen to just either talking about TV shows or just going over each episodes or people just talking some random shit on them. But this podcast is the first one that's actually telling a story, like a comic book type story, in audio only. First of all, the voice acting in it's amazing. Everybody has the voice that makes you want to listen to the podcast. So you're like, all right, I could listen to this shit, even though it's just telling me a story, but just in audio. Um, Winston Duke, who played M'Baku in Black Panther, he does the voice of Bruce Wayne in this.
Oh, cool.
So the story in this universe is Wayne's parents never die. He grows up to be like a coroner in Gotham Hospital, and there's like a new serial killer in Gotham called the Harvester, and he just takes people's organs and shit like that, and it's just really dope. So he's playing Bruce Wayne, but it feels to me it's like one of those stories that is just Bruce Wayne's under some like he's under somebody's spell or some shit, and he's living out this alternative life, but he's really Batman. Because they have like certain scenes, they have certain scenes in this story that he's talking to his mom, and like he hears like a gunshot from outside, and like she gets scared, and she spills like red wine on her shirt that looks like blood or some shit, and like she breaks her necklace by mistake.
The
And like,
pearls.
that brings back like memories of the night she died and shit. So they had like scenes like that of him like freaking out and having these flashes of her dying. So it seems like they're working towards like, oh, he's really under somebody's
Like
spell, and this is all a dream
Scarecrow.
for him. Because yeah, Scarecrow somebody, but they have like a Hassan Minaj as the Riddler, and he's like he used to be on the Daily Show. He had his own show on Netflix for a while.
I think I know you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So he's like a Riddler. He's really good in it. Gina Torres, Jane the Virgin. She's Barbara Gordon in it.
Nice.
So she's like a police detective in Gotham trying to solve these more like the story is pretty dope. Like, but as a comic book guy who read Batman and seen some episodes of the Batman anime series, you already know kind of which way the story's going and what it is. But it's still interesting to see it play out because like I said, the voice acting is pretty dope. Story is pretty dope, and I'm enjoying it so far. I finished the third episode of it. I'm not sure how many episodes of it is, but yeah, it's on everywhere you listen to your podcast. Batman Unburied, highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dope story.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is. It is, and it's scary, bro. It's really like, oh shit, like there's some scary shit I'm listening to. So for it to get like that reaction from me, I'm like, okay, it really gets you into the story and shit. And the acting, like I said, the voice acting gets you in it too. Like the guy who voices the Harvester, he's creepy as hell. He has like this back and forth with Bruce Wayne and shit throughout the whole story, so it's interesting to watch.
They haven't busted the Joker load yet.
Nah, they haven't done that yet.
Okay.
They actually had King Tut a mention in it.
Really?
Yeah, from the
From the
'60s
60s show.
Batman show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, there's like a scene where Barbara Gordon is like in Arkham, and she's going past all the people there, and he's talking like, "I'm son of Ramis and this and that," and Barbara asks the guard like, "Who's that again?" And he's like, "Oh, that's King Tut. He likes to think himself as King Tut." And I'm like, "Okay."
He's easy
Oh,
to
so that was
beat.
pretty. That was a pretty cool Easter egg and shit that they had
Nice.
on there.
He's easy to beat.
Yeah. He just has like Egyptian shit on his hands like this. He's like, oh, worship me. All you gotta do is just like punch him in the face.
I am a god.
Yeah. Punch him in the face and just push him in the floor. That's it. and just stand there looking at him while he's on the floor looking at you like shocked. Oh,
Oh man, definitely check that podcast.
my Egyptian things.
Yeah, like his theme song would be like the Bangles walking like Egyptian.
My back
That'd be
is
a
Uh,
song
hurting
like
from the
normally walking
chair.
through like fucking Penguin's nightclub and shit, like in the Batman. Like he doing his little dance and shit.
My back is hurting from the chair. I need some help. Where's the Tylenol? If I lay it down flat on the floor, it usually kind of fixes it. Tony Dance from Who's the Boss says, "Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo."
Oh man. You guys got anything else you want to talk about on this podcast before we wrap up?
um, Sony's releasing a PlayStation Platinum thing where if you subscribe to it and you have a PC, you could play PlayStation games on your PC.
Oh.
You could stream them, not install them. So hopefully you have good internet.
So would you be able to play Spider-Man finally?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
For $20 a month or $120 a year.
Oh.
There's like another tier. Actually, I have it here. And that
That's cheap.
rhymed. All right, so $17.99 a month, $50 quarterly, and $119.99 yearly. Not bad. Just
Yeah.
pay for a month when you want to play any PlayStation game, and
You could rack up, right? It's not a limit how much games you could play.
yeah, you can play as many games as you want as long as you're subscribed. But like the problem with this is that they're not going to be releasing like first party games day one,
No.
unlike Xbox Game Pass, which is like any first party games as soon as they get released, they're available there. Which is basically the same thing as PlayStation Plus. But Microsoft got that Microsoft money.
They're able to do that.
hmm
No issues.
Oh, and also rumors are going around that Sony is probably going to be buying Square Enix. Yeah, for me that's bad news
Why is that?
because I want Final Fantasy. Because they're probably going to like just release Final Fantasy games right now. If they buy it, they're just going to release it on a PlayStation 5 and PlayStation Plus and stop releasing it on Steam. Most likely, maybe not, but it just hampers the whole every game for every console thing.
No bueno.
Yeah, no bueno. I mean, not like Square Enix has been that great recently. Just I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, and all the other Final Fantasy games have sucked.
Mm. What you guys thought about that Warner Bros. Multiverse game?
It looks cool. I saw the
Yeah.
gameplay with the Djibouti show and Twitch,
Yeah.
and
I just wish they use more characters than just Batman.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say
watching.
I can't wait to play as Batman and try someone else.
That's the thing. I'm like, I was watching like for 20 minutes. I'm like, these guys keep on fucking choosing the same fucking scenes.
Yeah,
Batman and Arya.
it's exactly as I predicted. Everybody's gonna be playing Batman, and I guess
Yeah.
Arya too.
Yeah, I'll stay away from like the heavy hitters like Batman and Superman.
Yeah,
Like,
as much
the
as I
round.
want to play as Batman, I'll stay away from because I know everybody's gonna be playing as Batman.
Yeah, like Shaggy looks like he could be fun.
Yeah, I want to play as the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, that looks dope too.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny
I
looks fun
probably
too.
would I would have just picked Batman.
Yeah. We already came. We realized that we're basic Batman bitches. All three
Yeah,
of
yeah, we're all basic Batman bitches.
us. Like, what's your favorite DC character? Batman.
Batman.
I like the Robins too.
Robin's alright. Like when he became Batman, he was cool.
Yeah.
I guess I could try Superman too, but I know there's gonna be a lot of people playing Superman.
Yeah. Superman's would probably be OP as hell.
Yeah. Or Iron Giant, I would like to try out.
Yeah, Iron Giant would be dope.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got all these properties, man. You got to switch it up.
Man, they got released like Disney got released one now, like a Smash Brothers type game with like Simpsons characters in it.
Simpsons.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Just
Play as
Simpsons.
Moses, like no, not just Simpsons, but like have Simpsons characters included with like Star Wars, Marvel, whatever.
Yeah.
That would be nuts, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
like Mickey Mouse and Goofy and
Iron Man. Fuck, bro. Moses, like
Hercules and Aladdin and
yeah.
freaking Tarzan. All the
Like,
Disney guys.
just to fuck with the toxic Star Wars fans, you pick Ray to beat their ass with.
What a Mary Sue.
What a man.
You imagine like beating Mo Sislak and just like him going, ah, my back! God, my back!
Well, one of the dope things I like about this multiverse game, it was like the voice acting was very specific to whoever you're fighting.
Yeah.
So you have Batman saying some shit like to Shaggy, like, "Oh, take that, you dirty hippie."
And they have all the original voice actors playing the characters.
Oh yeah,
Tara Strong as Harley. I think, is that Kevin Conroy as Batman?
yeah,
Yeah,
it
man.
is. You know, anything that need to be voiced for Batman's gonna be Kevin Conroy.
Surprisingly, no Joker. Yet.
Probably Joker fatigue, man. Or they're probably gonna wait till the DSL.
Yeah, definitely.
DLC.
There's one for Nickelodeon that I don't know if it came out already or it's gonna come out.
Oh, yeah.
Came out
It was
already.
like it came
Yeah.
out already.
The Broody guys gave it kind of shade because they were like, "Oh, hopefully they'll add more characters unlike the Nickelodeon shit."
Yeah.
I guess they don't load new characters. They
Because like
just
the
keep.
Nickelodeon thing, like announced 3 new characters. The first 2 were like from some Nickelodeon shows that like came after our generation and shit that we don't know. But the
Yeah.
third one was that they announced as like an aside type thing, was like, oh yeah, we're also releasing Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh shit!
And they're like, yo, Rocco, that's the one they should have been advertising the most.
Yeah, it'd be funny to have the Rugrats and just fucking up babies and shit.
Beating up babies as fucking Ren and Stimpy. Take that, you stupid baby.
Fly them off screen. It's like blow up.
It'll probably be like Reptar or something like that. It's just you know what I mean, like from
They have Reptar.
I think they have
Oh,
Reptar.
they
Yeah.
do. Yes.
Right?
Yeah. See.
Do they have Doug? That's another good one they should
Oh
have.
yeah, that's a good one.
Doug, Ren and Stimpy, of course. Because I think Nickelodeon lost the rights for some of these things, right? They don't even have the rights
they?
anymore.
I don't know.
I remember Doug, the later seasons, they were like on ABC. Like when Disney
Oh,
owned it.
that's right.
Like the whack episodes of Doug.
Yeah, when they were growing up in high school.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I could do without Doug in that game.
I was never a Doug fan.
No?
I like Doug.
Never watched it.
It was a good show, man.
Yeah, I was a fan of Quail Man.
Get a tofu, bro.
Hit killer tofu.
Oh yeah. Killer tofu.
What was the name of that band?
Shit, the Beats.
The Beats. The name of the lead singer was Chap Lipman.
Yes.
What?
Or Skeeter was black.
Oh, Skeeter was definitely black.
Yeah, he's blue.
Yo, it was mad crazy because I remember when all 3 of them dropped. It was Doug, Ren and Stimpy, and Rugrats, and they all premiered at the same time. It was just like, wow, these fucking cartoons
Yeah.
are great.
That was a dope lineup.
Yeah, that was like what 11 when them shits came out.
Yeah. I remember this was before I lived in Fort Washington when all that came out.
Yeah, it was 91.
Yeah.
91. No, that should drop that summer. Now, Nickelodeon, it'll be funny they do like the Smash Brothers thing with the live action shit. Like you have the kids from Salute Your Shorts.
Yeah. The
Oh
camp
yeah,
counselor.
Yeah.
Get it right or pay the price.
R.I.P.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he
That.
died.
You could have the ranchers from Hey Dude. Sure. Hey Dude.
The kid who transforms into a horse from Animorphs.
Animorphs was a Nickelodeon show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kids who
Get some.
just turn into animals, not like cool animals like gerbils and
Yeah.
shit. And cats.
Have some of the monsters from Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
just a
okay.
random person and be like, yeah, he was from Are You Afraid of the Dark?
It's just a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, you random shows I know you can't do that on television. Those characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
the principal from You Can't Do That Television.
You can have him. You can have the guy who's like doing the firing squad. That was always end up getting shot himself at the end.
Or Barf.
Barf. Yeah. You see. Boom.
Had
That
him
would get
like
the 40
throw
plus
like
year old.
dirty flapjacks at his enemies. Take that.
Yeah.
Me.
Remember.
Mama
Barf.
berries.
Remember Barf.
I
He was a chef.
Oh, the that like head from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh.
It's just gonna be a head. Blah, 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 blah.
No, he'll be a power up, one of the power ups. So it's like some like he'll smash down
Oh,
or
like
something.
assist trophy in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
Mark Summers from Double Dare.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Mark Summers is the character. That'd be fucking sick, man.
He has like a gun that sprays slime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
his
got you.
forward B button would be like him just pulling out a real gun and shooting his enemies.
Oh,
I get the fucking real.
it'll be like one of the characters from all that, like Repairman man.
Or the little Ross Perot character.
or
What
oh,
is there about this?
or Keenan Thompson, that he was like a Superboy. He was like a Superman character, but I forgot. Like he was like a teenager that like was Superman, but like
I don't
nobody
remember
knew he
that.
was Superman. It was basically like him in the Superman suit, but like he was like indestructible. But like he was like his alter ego was like a kid, like a high school kid or whatever.
Or Keenan Thompson's character, the French guy in the bathtub with the duck.
Oh,
Oh! You can just be in the bathtub the whole time.
Oh, the one that loves chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Did he love chocolate? I forgot about that.
No. I'm saying another one. His character when he loves chocolate. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that one.
He everything like he'll have like a guest. The best episode was when he had Chris Farley, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna do this thing, and we're gonna have chocolate." Because you get something, and he just adds chocolate. But like Chris Farley was like, he adds ketchup to everything.
Oh, I think I do remember the chocolate thing.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. It's just the recurring characters from all that.
Yes. You could have Matt. You could have him as the good burger guys.
Oh, the Good Burger. Yes.
One of the stage songs could be like the All That song.
Mm-hmm.
Stage would be like fucking 90s, just threw up everywhere. It just have bright colors.
This is all that.
Well, I think it is all that leading to the end of this podcast.
Ooh, modern Amanda Bynes. That could be a character.
Oh,
Oh, the Amanda Show. The character she played.
she was also on. She was in that. What Britney Spears had, the conservatory, like
conservative shit.
conservative shit. Yeah.
Oh,
Like she just got released from that.
conservationship or whatever.
Yeah.
Conservative shit. Yeah. Yeah,
There's a
because
certain
she
point that
was
she's going around sleeping with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about this shit on
in one
shout
of
out
the
to
episodes. Yeah.
Chris podcast like years ago. When, when I first
Oh, what's that superhero team that were toys?
Kablam.
Kablam. What was the name of
yeah.
that team though? Super Adventure Team or some shit like that?
I can't think of it.
But the scuba guy should be a character.
And
And
the
the
big
He-Man.
He-Man guy.
Yeah. Ouchies! Whenever he gets hit, he does that. Ouchies!
You know who would be a great character? The horse from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, fuck!
No sir, I
Mr.
don't like
Horse.
The horse.
No, sir. I don't like it.
it.
There were so many characters on Ren and Stimpy too that are just bad random. You probably could use. You won't even
The
know.
walrus that always asks you to call the police. Call the police.
Isn't it like action adventure now or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. There's like a Barbie girl, the scuba
Yeah.
guy, the He-Man guy.
Action League now.
Action
Yeah.
League now.
Yep.
Now I remember that shit.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was the only thing Kablam that I really liked.
I used to watch them.
Pete and Pete.
I was about to say P right now.
Both of them.
Both of them as like one character.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Like ice climbers.
Yeah.
A tattoo will come to life and fuck you up and shit.
That's like his ultimate move, the tattoo. Whoa, take that!
She start dancing for them and shit.
He fights the water. Yeah, I don't want summer to go away. Yeah.
Yeah, stay. They had a fucking dope ass theme song too, Pete and Pete.
I forgot what the theme song was like.
Oh,
Wasn't it Breakfast at Tiffany's or some shit? Lance and Jake, wow. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Something like that. Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah, it sounded like, it was that type of band.
Okay, yes.
It was just like some early 90s progressive rock type shit.
Oh man, I gotta look up the intro. It's probably like bring
That's a
back.
dope song. It's a catchy ass song. You're like, oh yeah, I love this show.
It'll probably unlock some memories that I don't want to unlock.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. Yeah, I just spent fucking hours watching Pete and Pete when that shit used to be on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I used to love that show.
Yeah.
I used to want the Falola tattoo. That was her name.
Yeah.
The mermaid, right?
I think she's like a hot chick with like a blanket over her bottom part or whatever, and like her boobs is covered by her hair, and she was like
She has a dress, but it's like there's like the back is pretty bare.
Yeah.
It's like pretty, like you see all her back, like a seductive type of dress type shit she was wearing.
Gotcha.
Nickelodeon was wild back then, man.
Yeah. Nickelodeon had some bangers, man.
Definitely. I'll main
One
Pete
show
and
you guys probably don't remember was the Roundhouse. It was like a sketch show, but it was like dancing and singing and shit. And
That
it was
sounds
like a lot of
familiar.
people on that show were extras on that movie Newsies. Remember Newsies?
The movie I never seen. I
remember Newsies.
I know.
It was a music. Yeah, Christian Bale was starred in it.
Yeah, I knew. That's the only thing I know about Newsies. And it's a Broadway show.
The newspaper delivery boys back in the 1900s.
Christian Bale be Batman tonight. Christian Bale be Batman tonight.
Yeah, that was a classic movie. I used to watch that movie all the fucking time as a kid. I used to love Newsies. Then I used to watch Roundhouse. I'm like, oh, all these motherfuckers are from Newsies because they were like dancers and singers and shit.
Was that before or after Kids Incorporated?
No, that was like when you remember when Snick started.
Yeah,
When it was like Saturday Night Nick shit. That was like one of the original shows that premiered.
yeah, I remember around that time. That name sounds so familiar to me.
That's when like not all that, but like Are You Afraid of the Dark? was on there. Not Pete and Pete. What else was on there?
I just wanted that orange Snick
Snick
couch
was
so bad.
Snick was all that. Kablam.
Are You Afraid of
The
the Dark?
Amanda Show. Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's all I really remember. I think it was just like 2 hours.
Oh,
Like
Clarissa Explains It All.
no, that was like like evening 6 p.m. type
Really?
shit. Yeah, I used to watch Saturdays. I had a specific schedule on Saturdays with my TV, and
Watch my
from
Snick.
the afternoon, you know what I mean. I used to watch fucking Wild and Crazy Kids.
Wild and
Legends of
Crazy
the
Kids.
Yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temples, Guts, Global Guts, freaking and then it became like Clarissa, fucking Alex Mack, fucking
I was all about Clarissa. I didn't care about Alex Mack.
you like Alex Mack?
No.
I like Alex
Clarissa was my girlfriend. I didn't care about Alex Mack. Who's this Alex Mack? Clarissa's my bae.
Yeah, I remember Alex Mack, and there was another show, and I was like, all right, I'm done with the Nickelodeon shit.
Yeah, after a while, all that like I said with all that specifically, I remember being like, I don't know if they like I like growing. You know, I started growing up, and like I started thinking like, yo, they're not funny anymore.
Yeah,
And it's like, you know, late now it's like where I realized, oh, it's because I was growing up, not because like they stopped being funny. It's
Yeah.
just like when you're a kid, you think like, whoa, this is funny. Like, oh, this is hilarious.
there's Amanda Burns with fucking big ass teeth and fucking glasses talking funny.
Mhm.
Like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
I thought life was gonna be your best friend just coming in through your window, like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I thought Ernie was gonna be doing that through my 7th floor window. What's up? What's up, bro?
I almost died twice coming up here.
You gotta stop asking me to come in this way, man.
Right outside your bedroom window.
Yeah. Ernie's
Oh,
my best friend who hasn't died.
this was great going down memory lane. Snick.
Snick.
I never thought we'll talk about Snick on this podcast. We'll eventually come back to it.
Gotta get that orange couch.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like always, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. And we're just a couple assholes with some opinions. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same